What's up guys, ChartSmith here, back again with a new daily Nasdaq update video. It's gonna be an interesting one. Once again, I feel like I'm saying this almost every day by now, but there just happens a lot of things every day in this market. Just like this night, because President Trump has removed a Federal Reserve Board member, Dr. Lisa Cook, from their position effective immediately. So that had an impact this night. We can zoom in on it on the 1 minute. You can see this candle right here. It was a pretty bearish candle because, of course, short term it can be bearish for the market. And then after that you see a buy-up reaction to take out some liquidity off the highs. And after you did that liquidity grab, you just dump right through, and you broke structure that had to bring you towards new highs. So internally we broke structure towards the downside and we're just down until proven otherwise. But there are more layers to this than what you see here, because I've explained this by now a lot of times. On the daily, this is your structure, and this is your low to hold. So if we're gonna hold this low and we're never gonna get candle closes below this, we are still expecting a higher low for a new higher high. Let me grab the weekly once again. We have this swing high at the weekly, and we also have these nice equal lows built up here, which can be a magnet for the market to take out if this weekly swing high wants to bring us there. That is also your daily low. I said many times before, it is no problem if we sweep this and get a good reaction up. It's only gonna get bearish if we're gonna get candle closes below this. And of course, at the moment we're still down because we broke this internal 4-hour structure towards the downside. So we are still expecting that lower high for a new lower low, maybe towards those lows over there. And then yesterday, this is your second layer of market structure. If we don't count weekly and monthly, of course, but let's count it from the daily. This is your second layer, you're down. Then on the 1 hour, you have this pullback right here that brought you towards this low. Pretty important low, because from there you started making new highs. As you can see, if you draw in your other structure, from here you made a new high and broke the 1 hour internal structure towards bullish. So what do you expect right here? You expect a new higher low for a higher high. But because of the news yesterday, we closed below a low that should have brought us towards new highs, and internally it did bring us towards new highs. So on the third layer of our structure, internally we broke structure towards the downside. So what do we expect right now? To keep it simple, it's down until proven otherwise. We are expecting a lower high for a new lower low until we break some structure bullish again and get the switch up towards this high. If we're gonna close this low, we will have to see if that is the low that the market wants to break, because if we look at structure, this is your last pullback that brought you towards a new high, so it can be this low. So if we're gonna close below this low, then this move has been invalidated, if you want to draw it in like this. Then your higher low isn't expected anymore, because you close below the low to hold that wants you to bring higher. Right now we can internally keep doing this. We can leave this low open and from there switch up again. But for now, it's still down until proven otherwise, even though we broke this structure. Internally, we're down. Just to keep it simple, we're down. So where can we expect this rotation for the higher low if we want to look at that? There are a couple of points I want to pinpoint. This Asia low, just front ran this, I draw on this box because it's a support and resistance zone. If you're gonna look to the left, a lot of interaction at this level, also old liquidity highs that the market can test back if it's aggressive. It's less interesting to look at than this breaker block, because your breakers are the most aggressive way for the market to test it back. Well, as you can see, yesterday we did that and tried to make new highs, but of course when the news came out, you just this was before the news, but internally you could still do this. As you can see, the market tried to make a new high and then the news came out and you dumped down. So this was the most aggressive way for the market to pump up. And because we didn't do that, got an internal break of structure from this point, it is also looking way more bearish than bullish. So even more confluence is to look towards the downside and not for longs right now. If we want this structure to hold with this break right here, then at the Asia low could be a point to look at it. That is the last hold the market has to give us an indication we're gonna target these highs over here. If we're gonna fill this Asia low, you can start ripping towards these lows, and maybe you all can get the beginning of the move towards these lows over here. So that is gonna be an interesting one. Asia low is your low to watch, but keep in mind you really need some good confluences within a higher time frame break of structure, because yeah, it's just still down until proven otherwise, so keep that in mind. What also is a thing, as you can see, there's an SMT over here, and that is because if you look at our S&P 500 chart, S&P 500 was pumping up way more last Friday. It almost got new all-time highs, and that is because the S&P 500 has just been stronger overall. So this can also indicate Nasdaq isn't ready yet and needs more liquidity from the lows. Just some more confluences for the bearish price action right now. If we zoom in at our local, let me get rid of this. At our local picture, you can see also internally, once again, we have a change of character because Asia has been moving up. When London started, you can see London moved down, broke this internal structure pool. So what do we expect right now? We expect the London high to be left open. Maybe you sweep it, but we expect it to be left open, and from there we make a new lower high and a lower low. So this is your POI zone for shorts right now, and then we can look at the London low and probably even the Asia low to be taken out. That in confluence with a higher time frame, it of course is a really juicy spot to look at. Then at the 1 minute you can see, after we front ran this low making equals and an SMT, we got a reaction up. But the only thing that I see what this is building up liquidity on the lows for the market to later take out if they have taken out enough liquidity on the highs. Just as you see right here, as a small comparison, you're up, but you're just building up liquidity on the lows, taking out liquidity from the highs until there's been taken out enough liquidity from the highs and you get your rotation towards the downside. So that is the same thing I'm watching here. Maybe we can put in a nice swing high on the 1 hour right here. If we're gonna close below here, then we can do something nice. So for today, I'm bearish until proven otherwise. And locally, I'm trying to short towards the London low. And at least these equals. Oh no. And on the local picture, I'm also trying to look for shorts at where the market is right now, because you expect the London high to be left open and then target trend liquidity. And otherwise I want to see a quick sweep of the London high and a strong reaction down instantly. So that is what has been happening yesterday, and what is what the trading plan is for today. If you want to be updated throughout the day on the Nasdaq, you can join our Discord community. We're building a Discord community with like-minded traders where we can talk about the market, we talk about Nasdaq, we talk about crypto, we talk about other indices, we talk about Forex, whatever you guys want to talk about. It's just a place to grow together. It's completely free. and there's a lot of value being found in there. So if you like to connect with people like us, join the Discord community and I would love to see you there. And then this will be the video for today. If you enjoyed the video, leave behind a like, let me know in the comments, and subscribe to the channel to be updated on future videos. And then I will see you in the next one tomorrow. Ciao!